All right, ladies and gentlemen, for my last thing, we're going to talk about Bungie. They have an upcoming shooter called Marathon. It's an extraction shooter. They did some closed alpha tests a few months back, and it did not receive very good feedback from fans. It got such bad feedback that actually Sony postponed the game, because keep in mind, Sony bought Bungie. They're heavily invested in the studio. They postponed the game, and they went back to the drawing board. And here we are a few months later with a 20-minute demo of them trying to win us back. Me personally, it's going to be hard to win me in the first place because it's an extraction shooter. I'm not too interested in that, but maybe there's something here. Also, they patched up the situation too, because also they got in trouble for stealing people's art. They patched it up with the artists. So here we are, trying to appease to the fans. Let's see what's going on in this 22-minute video for Marathon. I'm going to put this on 1.2.
Players want more challenge. The whole point of an extraction shooter is that you're challenged to even survive in this world.
We heard loud and clear from the alpha, the world didn't feel dangerous. The world didn't feel lived in.
Can I be honest? I don't think the world will ever really feel dangerous to me just because it looks silly and colorful. Like, it looks like they were going more for like Super Mario Sunshine than like a gritty extraction shooter.
Tau Ceti 4 to us is this place that really doesn't want you there. And that sort of survival narrative really fits really well with the kind of world that we're creating.
The world needs to feel like there is something sinister underneath the surface, even when the colors are really bright.
You should not be here.
We want to marry the classic Bungie game feel, where you are blasting stuff in the face and it feels amazing, with the sort of...
The shooting looks like it has a good punch to it.
If you want good loot, you have to go to places where you're taking risks, either risks from other players or risks from AI.
So we have all these tools now, Rook with Prox Chat, and the way the game works and sort of how tense it is. I think all those things work together really well.
You have another Rook. Oh, stop that. No. Sorry.
Yeah, the shooting looks good at bare minimum. The shooting looks good, but like, just off this first minute, they're still not selling me on the world. I'm just not interested in this world.
The Marathon ship is essentially a ship that we sent out from Earth, an Earth that was overpopulated, to explore and colonize a star far away that we call Tau Ceti.
We playing colonizers? I can't do that.
In a lot of ways, it's like the tale of humanity trying to go out into the dark void of space, find a place to colonize, and failing terribly at it.
Everyone's gone. Something catastrophic happened.
Not a space conquistador.
That's important. It's the things that they left behind.
The modern race to Tau Ceti all started when a mysterious signal came through the galaxy.
The turmoil that sort of ensues gives rise to all these corporations that were invested in this Marathon project, now going, what happened? How do we recoup our investment?
And then layered on top of that is the greed and corruption of all of the different factions and corporations and revolutionary groups.
In our version of the world, we send people out not just to discover what happened, but also to collect from the things that remain there, and those people are runners.
As a runner, you're a biocybernetic mercenary who's traded their human body for a...
You're a biocybernetic mercenary, actually.
Unkillable God Slayer. You are a mercenary, a disposable mercenary. You will live, you will die.
They are not people. You are the person. You go into that shell and adopt the personality matrix that is specifically designed to help you do the thing that you need to do. And you've been hired by these factions to come.
I love the freaky sci-fi art, honestly.
That might be of value.
As a runner, you've left your body behind. You've traveled light years so that you can have access to the ultimate payday.
With extraction shooters, it is all about survival. There are other people who want the same things that you want, and it's up to you to best them.
But there's quiet periods where you're listening for the anticipation of something. Could there be another crew in the distance? Did I just hear a gunshot? Did I hear AI just alert?
Not gonna lie, this premise would be a great single player game. I actually agree with that. I'm a little bit, now that they described it, I'm a little bit more interested in it with the whole corporation shit in space and leaving your body behind. But it's like a multiplayer game.
And then there's the loud bombastic.
Why does Bungie insist on staying with an extraction shooter? It's because Sony owns Bungie now. And I mean, there's numerous articles with the CEO coming out and saying they want live service games. So I'm not saying Bungie didn't want to make this, but Sony's influence is definitely all over this. They want a game that they can make money for years.
Action moments where the minute something is alerted, the minute you're in that fight, now it's go time. Players particularly pose a lot of danger to you. They can make a lot of decisions that you might find illogical and completely trick you into scenarios. Sometimes the best loot box is another player that you see along the run. So there's a few different ways you can play the game. So one of them is you can play in crew, both with your friends and also through crew fill, which will just match you with 2 other players. You can play solo, and you'll jump into a game with a bunch of other solo players.
In solo, I think the stakes are
so multiple modes.
You have only yourself to rely on.
You still have prox chat, so you can call out to other solos, but you know, you are playing a tense alliance game.
Proximity chat. I think that was one of my critics, because I don't think the original build had that. I feel like all these games I feel like every multiplayer game needs proximity chat.
Where it's really up to them whether or not they decide to honor or respect that alliance you might have created.
It's all about figuring out what's your investment, what's your stake, when to get in, when to get out, and when to kill the other guy. Being good at Marathon is like playing poker with guns.
You're not welcome here.
One of the things we've really focused on is making sure the environments are selling the tone we want to hit with the game.
We've brought a little bit of groundedness, a little bit of grit, a little bit of darkness, a little bit of that mood that kind of is necessary for an extraction shooter to feel dangerous.
Our biggest goal has always been player immersion.
We're trying to keep everything as believable and realistic as possible.
So we cranked up all the material responses, feel accurate, feel realistic. You know, you'll get gloss, you'll get crud and mud. And no one of those things is all that sexy, but
it's very interesting that they said they wanted to make an immersive, hyper-realistic experience, but then they got this nut-ass like art style. Bit of a contradiction.
When you layer in just a little bit more, you know, responsive to light, a little bit more responsive to the player, things will part, water will pool. Layer in all these different things, the world becomes much more alive.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
And then when you're feeling like a real place and you feel in danger, now your run matters.
I look back at some of the alpha shots, and it's kind of hard to tell when it's sunny or when it's rainy. Weather feels like weather now. But like when it's sunny, you get this really nice like bleaching effect. It feels bright. It feels like warm when it's sunny now. I feel like we're just celebrating that color so much more. And I think it just contributes to the whole effect.
So we have dead bodies in the
more
game.
color.
We also have like decay on the runners themselves. Like you'll actually see them fall apart. We're actually dropping the body. The body stays there, and the body slows.
That section looks pretty
as you loot it.
So you come into a room and you see a bunch of carnage, but you see one body is still pristine. You know that that killer is probably close, and you are not safe. If everybody is just a messy goop.
Are they saying body decay will tell you how close somebody is, basically? Like if a fight broke out? Is that what they're saying? That's pretty cool.
You're probably okay.
Audio is a huge gameplay component in Marathon. Every sound plays a function.
How recent they were killed? Yeah, I hope they have like really good visual cues, like the character like shits them, because you know they say when you I don't know, I ain't never died, but they say when you die you shit yourself, like if there's shit all over the floor, or maybe have like that's how you know the body been there for a while, or if there's like what's the joint, birds picking at it and shit. Like that would be cool if they had that in there. Yeah, I never really died before, so I don't know. Yo, shout out to Dreaded Ninja with the sub. Appreciate with the gifted subs, bro. I mean the gifted super chat. Hit the like button. Yeah, we need them doo-doo mechanics, bro. Like your player will make a noise like this motherfucker stink. He shit himself.
Players, everything. It's telling you what is the type of threat that's around you. Where are they at? Are they above you? Are they far away? Are they close by? So,
or it would be fire too if because you know it takes a second for your body to cool down. So it'd be fire if you could get a thermoscope. Like let's say late in the game, the thermoscope is hard to unlock, but you want it because when you see a dead body, you can point your scope at it, and if the body's still warm, you know somebody's nearby. That could be pretty fire.
I'm in bioresearch and I hear a particular material type. I know, hey, they're on the second floor and they're in this room. Our hero is the world. So we're constantly trying to figure out where can music help reinforce what is the vibe and intent of this place.
There was the discussion about the interaction between score and sound design. And I wanted to create a score that wasn't just like full of instruments you've heard before. The job was, how can I make what I'm seeing, this race to survival?
Yeah, we need thermal scoping on body fluids, yeah.
Or even more thrilling.
Got the sound design.
Zones, and each one of those zones has its own sort of approach to kind of level design and what it asks players to kind of think about and do. You're going to start with perimeter. You're kind of on the outskirts of the colony. It's a little more spread out. You got a little bit more areas to be safe and to sneak around, but it's also a little more straightforward.
It really brings this sense of scale. It sits like in our fantasy as expansion site for the colony on the very edges of where they had settled on Tau Ceti. UESC are also there trying to understand what has happened and secure the area. Death is a part of Marathon. It happens a lot, even on perimeter, which we talk about as a more friendly zone to new runners. You are still going to die a lot.
Hey, listen, I know looter shooters are all about robbing each other, but can I keep my fucking gun, bruh? Like, I'm cool if I lose some supplies or something, but can I keep my gun at least? Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's just my issue with like extraction shooters. I just don't want to constantly be losing my fucking best weapons and shit. Like, that's gonna make me get off the game.
You are trespassing in a military security zone.
It was really important to us that the UESC were not trivial to fight.
When you face them on Tau Ceti as a runner, you are the outlaw. You are trespassing.
They have a little bit of this haunted tone. So you can see that they have this floating locomotion, they get these sparks, they have these sigils over their faces. Sometimes their behavior feels almost like they're possessed a little bit, like are they taking in commands from a remote AI? The elite tier is sort of like this dark blue. The mini-boss tier is more like a lilac. The boss tier is just gonna be dipped in red.
They have these tendrils that latch out and leech onto you and start sucking away at your consciousness.
Damn. Confirmed to get sucked dry in this game. Okay. Okay. Little sucky.
You're getting into Marsh, you're starting to understand something bad happened here, and you're seeing signs of that in a way that wasn't apparent on perimeter.
On Dire Marsh, we've got the anomaly, and it's this strange alien entity that has erupted up out of the ground.
You're really feeling signs that this is more of an epicenter of where things went wrong on this colony.
It's got a different style of gameplay. It's more like a central complex that is rich with overlapping areas and regions that you can...
I'll give it that. At bare minimum,
encounter to another.
At bare minimum, the shooting mechanics do look really solid, and that's the only reason I think I'm willing to give it a try. It looks fun and fluid there.
Great map to go in when you just want some action. And
it's just the extraction shooter element, bro.
Different weather systems, it has different dynamic events that can happen, and your approach to them is never going to be consistent.
One of the needs that the design team thought that we should have is more challenging PvE activities.
Each of our zones has these bigger events that don't happen every session, but when they do happen, you'll know they're happening.
Building
confirmed to be sucked and pooping.
World, shake up your run and make you decide, like, what do you want to risk?
Then you get to Outpost. An Outpost is a more functional, thriving UESC facility.
More maps, more power.
Flying overhead. The UESC's everywhere. There's tripwires. There's a weather hazards. It's a lot of stuff you're up against from the get-go.
Outpost is a smaller map, but it's also a lot more vertical. It's built around a specific building that we call the Pinwheel.
It's just this meat grinder of a structure that's like a corkscrewed building that has nooks and crannies and hallways, and it just becomes a real cluster when you're in there fighting.
The floor is raised on Outpost and nothing.
It feels like there's going to be more action in this, and maybe that's why I like it. I think that's kind of my problem with Arc Raiders. I feel like with Arc Raiders, you'll get into a good fight one game and then play like 3 games in a row and like just run into nobody. Like, I feel like the clips you see on social media just make it seem like Arc Raiders is just lit all the fucking time. And I think that's what kind of turned me away. That shit can get boring just running around collecting shit. Like, maybe I would feel less inclined and less hurt to lose my loot if every round I'm just getting really good gunfights, basically. So it's not that big of a deal to get robbed because you know next round you're going to be robbing somebody too.
Thing is free. The Pinwheel hosts some of the best loot opportunities.
But it's noisy, players are going to know you're doing it, so there's extra risks.
The character you're going to spend the most time with is the zones.
Your mom.
Understanding each personality of every zone. That's the storytelling every player gets.
Every time you're on the planet, you can look up and see the ship floating and looming in the skybox, reminding you of why this place even exists. but also reminding
Not
you
gonna lie, this sold me.
here, and you got to figure out what it was.
Marathon has a lot of loot in it. It's a huge pie. There's a ton of different implants at every rarity.
That's what I like to hear.
Different runner cores for each runner. There's over 400 weapon mods.
I am curious, this is coming to console, right?
It's a huge pie. There's a ton of different implants at every rarity.
I'm curious to how this menu is gonna work on fucking console. I'd imagine navigating this menu is gonna be a bitch with a controller.
Ton of different runner cores for each runner. There's over 400 weapon mods. Like, it's just an outlandish number of items to collect.
There's going to be a really interesting period of discoverability where players sort of figure out what are the pieces that I have available to me, how do I get them, and how do I put them together into something that's awesome.
It's usually fine with a controller? Okay. I would hate to get caught with my pants down.
Go through and look at how many iconic weapons have come from Bungie. And
yeah, that looks like a DMR from Halo.
And make sure that we're matching that legacy.
Visually, they're all really, really distinct and clearly Marathon, but we wanted animation-wise a majority of them to feel recognizable. So when you put them in your hands, you knew how to use them.
Mods will basically allow you to increase certain stats on the guns, that battery SMG. The gold mod, full-blown, turns it into the Needlet. The sidearm is a gun that is effective in close quarters, but maybe not too much outside of that.
This game needs a high-quality anti-cheat to survive. I feel that. Yeah, you're right. Did they say anything about anti-cheat? I would agree with that.
Suppressor on it. And then when I kill something with this gun, I turn
the needler.
And then that lends it to other build crafting if I want to sort of stack into how invisible can I be.
Invisibility.
Even some weapon mods can improve stats and your runner shell's capabilities. So there's lots of different ways to raise the floor of your stats so that you're coming into each run strong.
Runner shells are a bioprinted body that you inhabit when you go down.
Oh, they got the thermals.
The Lost Colony. Each one of launch shells is really an archetype of gameplay. So if you want to play like a frontline tank, if you want to play...
Oh, that's cool. You get a shield?
If you want to find those rats, we have a shell for you.
UAV online. Clanker music. Chill, chill, chill.
Broad spectrum that everyone can kind of find a little bit of a home to, and then we're going to build on top of that.
Cores and implants mold the kit into a playstyle that you want.
So examples of those are like, on Thief, I get a second grapple. On Destroyer, I pull out my Riot Barricade, and as it takes damage, it's actually converting that damage into shield back to me.
And these can be used in combination with each other to shift the gameplay style of your runner kit.
At any point you feel like you don't want to risk anything, or maybe you're down on your luck and you want the opportunity to get back, Rook's your guy.
Rook is a prototype runner shell.
It's a mode where we make it easy for you to just kind of drop into a match that's in progress and run about and try to scavenge as much as possible.
If you are going in solo to a run that's already in progress, you don't have a team, you have a very limited loadout, but you're not risking anything. This lets you kind of get in.
So it lets you remote control a clanker to rob people, bro. How we feel about that?
And grab a little bit of loot and then bail.
So when you get like a really powerful
4 people mode
or implant or core, it is unlocking some new space or new challenge that you've never done before, and the loot is helping you reach greater heights.
The whispers, their whispers betray them.
Faction agents are such a big vehicle for tone and narrative for the world.
Each faction has their own motivations, their own desires, the things they're going to ask you to do.
We've got Traxxas. They're the most powerful corporation in human history. They have very long arms and very deep pockets to kind of get what they want.
So they might ask you to go and find specific weapons or mods.
Congratulations, runner. Your last performance evaluation was rated.
What's the benefit? You said Amazon.
One of the factions
Walmart
is called Arachne. They're essentially a death cult. What that translates to is that they're asking you to go and kill other runners.
The sacred thermodynamics of violence.
Mida is all about destruction. They are going to give you grenades, they're going to give you claymores, they're going to let you blow the place up.
and they are irreverent and dangerous. They might ask you to upload this malware into a UESC dropship, and as it leaves, it explodes and careens off into the distance.
Little Trojan horse.
Explosive, visionary. Each of our factions has an upgrade.
I'm curious to how often that would happen.
Reputation with them.
And along the way, you're going to unlock these capstones that are these special upgrades. When you unlock that final capstone, you're gaining access to the best stuff in the market. You're getting gold items.
In addition, these faction upgrades can increase your runner's base stats, and those base stat upgrades are permanent for the rest of the season.
He said permanent upgrades for the rest of the season?
Access denied. Darius, you know me. Did you miss your last round of maintenance?
That's good to hear, Elise.
Don't question. Darius?
Access denied. Access
Hey, it's
denied.
okay. It's just me.
You're not alone.
The Codex is a suite of achievements, collectibles, audio logs, things that you're finding in Run that we're going to track for you over time.
Story content.
The more you find these items, the more story you're unlocking about them and what their role is in the world, why they're here, who cared about them, why they're as valuable as they are.
I'm repeating myself with these entries, but any fears in
I predict that this is going to spawn a lot of content on YouTube where people are like breaking down the lore, kind of like the same thing they do with like Elden Ring, since they're trickling it out through audio logs and different information about the game. But that's cool. I think that's what makes the game more unique. Like it gives you something else to chew on besides just looting. So there's a story here.
endeavor seem unfounded.
Within the Codex, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can unlock. Runner skins.
Yeah, it's an extraction shooter.
Skins, weapon charms, stickers, emblems, backgrounds for your profile, and titles.
So it's everything from your first steps on the world of Tau City 4 all the way through to becoming a Vidmaster and taking on the most extreme challenges.
You're waiting.
The Marathon ship is the hardest place to survive in this game. And if you're not ready to take your best stuff, well, you're not going to survive. It's like a heist for a runner. Cryo Archive is big in and of itself, but it's also cold. It's also hostile.
It's going to test every aspect of the survival game. Probably going to be forced run to players in ways you haven't been on other maps. You're going to run into basically every type of environmental threat you have faced before. You're going to fight a who's who of the highest tier UESC units, and the UESC are there in this presence you haven't seen before.
It's really cool because each of the vaults is more successively challenging than the next. And that 7th vault is where you both are going to get the coolest thing, but also where you're going to learn the most about what happened to this place.
What did Walmart do to the world?
Journey in Cryo Archive, you might start wondering if the UESC are there to keep you out or if they're actually there to keep something else in.
Nice.
I think the thing I'm most excited about for Marathon is getting into the hands of our players.
The biggest thing I want people to take away from Marathon is that it still feels amazing. It still feels like it has that spark.
It takes all the aspects that I can.
This man said, I'm not going to lie, Bungie ruined my life. Destiny was not good for me. You said you ready to get ruined again?
Bungie is really good at first-person feel and gunplay. Super deep, crazy sci-fi lore, and it mixes up all those things together in a really amazing PvP package.
Really comes down to every single discipline that's working on the game. The animation has to be good, the sound has to be good, everything has to be working in harmony.
That's when the controller fades away, the screen fades away, you're just immersed in the world.
That is what we're trying to live up to with Marathon.
It is a mad dash. I'm not going to front about that. It's a mad dash to the finish, but that's when you got to put in the elbow grease and the extra sweat and blood.
Real gamer shit. Okay.
What is it?
Okay. All right. So now that they're back in the action, they're rolling the game back out. Second impression of it. I feel like it does look better. I feel like the pacing's better. The combat, the guns still look really good. I like that they're adding, they really talked a lot about the story and the lore and what's going on in the universe, how Amazon is destroying the galaxy. At this point, it does look better. I'm not going to hate. It does look better. I'm going to give them their clout just a little bit, It's just my bias. I don't like the extraction shooter game loop. But I would be open to trying this, though, and seeing what it's about. Let me see. What they saying? Would be nice for the single player driven game. Too bad it's not. That's what we said too. It looks like they changed the contrasting floor and color scheme. They got Arthur Morgan up in there. Credits due. This looks like you took the feedback serious and made some changes. Concord too. Yeah, why do y'all want everything to be fucking Concord, bro? The difference between the comments on this video and the same on the Marathon channel is so funny. True duality. Seems like it's mostly positive. Is it free? I think the game's gonna be $40. I think the game's gonna be $40. Like, I'd be open to trying it though. But I've yet to play an extraction shooter that sold me. That's like, oh, I'm addicted to this. I want to keep playing. But is Marathon now too late with Arc Raiders being such a heavy hitter now? No, it's never too late. There's always space for a new champion. You just got to be good enough to knock Arc Raiders off of its throne. I can see Arc Raiders community shitting on it. You think it would turn into like that'd be corny, bro. It's just a game, bro. That'd be corny if everybody playing that shit. We on fucking Arc Raiders, bro. Give TBH the code. Yeah, Bungie, send me the code, man. Send me the fucking code. I'm broke. So I give them a W update. They're trying. I will give them that much. They are trying. They are listening. They needed to get it together because if not, Sony gonna cut that cord. We'll keep it open. We'll keep an open mind to that. Let me switch my account real quick and see if there's anything in the sub box before we get on the game. Get on the game. It's corny, but some people will die defending the games they love. These people do not pay y'all bills, bruh. Look, there she go right there. SpongeBob the movie. Avengers Doomsday. Did y'all see that shit? Hey, Avengers Doomsday trailer leaked. Oh, y'all can't see this. It's right there, though. It leaked. They got it taken down, though. Some people about to catch a lawsuit. I may or may have not seen it, bruh. Is Liza P. gas or nah? Yeah, I beat the game and the DLC. I very rarely buy DLC, so yeah, it's a good game. Ice Spice and SpongeBob, big boy. Villainy official launch trailer. What is this? Hotel Galactic. Is there any trailers I should be aware of? Got the Destiny stuff. What am I gonna play? I'm probably about to hop on Ninja Gaiden because I haven't gotten any bat signal. You maybe start singing "Get on the Game" when I'm about to get on the game. Get on the fucking game. Kickstarter trailer. Fuck no. I'm broke. GI podcast showing up in the sub. It showed up in mine. I don't want to hear how it didn't show up for you. A DLC for a game I never heard of. I don't think there's any trailers. Graft. What is this? Rise Hellrat Revival. What is this? TBH can't wait to play the Night Raid. She's been trying to bully me to get on that shit. I'm gonna get to it eventually. It's just, man, it's too much going on. Surf Punk. DBZ Kakarot Daima DLC. Who is playing that? Supreme Experiment announcement trailer. Not a regular experiment, the Supreme the Supreme Experiment. Oh shit. Raiders of the Black Veil. Oh sweet. We're really trying to find something here, but not much going on. Snowboard Syndicate? What the fuck is this? The Path into the Abyss. Ayoko Island, Magical Brush. You know who's playing it. You know what type of gamers playing it. Warframe content. Oh my lord. I just look at some of these joints. Boom, 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 boom. Are you gonna play GTA off stream? Fuck no, I gotta get them views. I'm playing that on stream. Yeah, this is a no for me. Graft. So far we got Naked Demons. I'm gonna play that Dragon Ball Diamond DLC off stream. I don't know why that's just so funny to me. He said if GTA 6 gets confirmed to be $100 at the base price, I want that shit to fail. You know what's funny? I'm kind of with you, dog. I'm kind of with you. Like, if it was any other game, it could be a Nintendo game, a Ubisoft, whatever. If they announce it being $100, I feel like people would laugh them out the room. Ain't nobody buy. If I want to buy, I'll wait for the price to drop or fuck that game. But I feel like if there's one game they could get away to doing detrimental damage to the industry, it would be GTA, because the ball and gun gamers are going to buy it regardless of the price. And then what happened is all the other publishers will see that, and then then NBA 2K is now 100. We just feel like we're putting out $100 product, so now, and then 2K already has a $100 edition, the deluxe edition that'll turn into a $200 edition, bro. So I like. It's not that I want the game to be bad, but I'm kind of with you just from like a consumer standpoint, like a anti-capitalist standpoint. I'm kind of with you. If that shit turns out to be $100, I kind of want it to fail too. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's going to do detrimental damage. And the unfortunate thing, too, about it is not only will they buy it, they will defend it. And because, people who are not class conscious, one of their favorite go-to lines is, why are you worried about the next man and how we spend our money? Because what you fucking do affects me. That's why. And that's what I'm trying to get through to your head. So they'll be like, oh, so you fucking pocket watching. And then 5 years down the road, when every game's $100 and $150, they'll be the same ones bitching about how everything's expensive and gaming is dead. They will I hope that Rockstar is not this smart, but like they have the perfect community that lacks that class consciousness to try that bullshit on, unfortunately. And like, if you tried to do that to like the Helldivers community, or I don't know, like the Witcher community, that shit's not flying. But unfortunately, and I'm not gonna lie, ball and gun gamer will become a slur if you support that shit, bro. I hope it's not. Best case scenario, it's not 100. I hope it's not $100, man. What the hell? Man, what did I tell y'all about this devil shit, bro? What the fuck? Hell no, man. Imagine another game wins Game of the Year over GTA 6. Ball and gun gamers are gonna riot. Man, this shit changed my life, bro. I called out from work. I ain't talking to my kids. How could it not win Game of the Year, bro? Clive Barker's Hellraiser revival. Or, oh, I saw this. That devil shit. No. Charge it $100 to play it a week earlier. That could work. That could work, but I don't want it to work, bro, because then most people are gonna buy it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I think the only way you can justify releasing a $100 game is because you're adding extra value on top of the base game. I think that's why he said base. If they have a $70 version and then a $100 version that guarantees all the DLC or some type of exclusive bonus items online, like $1 million you start off with, like it has to have something that gives value. But if it's just $100 for the fucking story, no. I don't care about early access, no. It's gonna send ripples through the industry, man, because rising tides raise all ships. And unfortunately, that statement works in a positive and a negative way. This would be one of the negative ways. We wouldn't want that. Surf Punk. What the hell am I looking at? I'm good off. The base game plus, I don't know, 2 DLCs maybe? Yeah, like that'd be fine. Then I'd be like, okay, they're adding value to the consumer, but if you're not adding some type of value, it's not gonna be worth it. Supreme Experiment. Yo, shout out to Jonathan with the super chat.
Kitty Pride loves to super chat my ear off. Shut up.
Jonathan said GTA Online would just be a carryover to GTA 6 in my opinion. No, it won't. I don't think it'll be a carryover for the simple fact that it takes place in a different city. Now, if GTA 6's online is literally just GTA 5's online with better graphics, like the same city. Because I mean, to be fair, 2K did that. Where like they'll put the same city in year after year. Oh man, ball and gun gamers are gonna.
100 years ago, humans moved up into those huge, ugly towers and left the machines behind to run things for them.
And GTA is going to be the same price as any other game. I don't know why y'all keep saying that. It's based off of reports. It's based off reports. Several reports from industry insiders came out and said that there's a high probability it'll be $100. Then the CEO of Rockstar got on the news, and I've covered this on my stream, and he said, we feel like the value of our game is a premium game, and we're exploring different pricing structures. So because like they asked him, will it be $70? So like, there's no guarantee it'll be 100. But I'm gonna be honest, I would not be shocked if it starts off at 80 bare minimum. Just for him saying that when they were asked, how much is it gonna cost? We feel like we made a game that adds a lot of value, so we're looking at different pricing structures. That's a red flag, chat. Hate to break it to you. Don't defend the corporation. Don't defend the corporation. And if it happens, I'll be the first one on the stream to say, I told you so.
Left alone for a century, the machines evolved in ways no one could predict.
The machines.
A new species, trying to survive, fighting for scraps, searching for truth.
This world is crazy.
An abandoned, poisoned wasteland, crawling with creatures beyond imagination.
GTA 6 is the only game I think will be worth it if it lives up to the hype. No, 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 no. See, I'm not gonna lie. I hate to use you as an example, Jack, but this is the problem. No, it will not be worth it, because if they charge $100, it's gonna fuck up the industry as a whole. So no. Your only goal as a consumer is to get the best deal possible. Why do y'all want to spend more money? Why? And it blows my mind because I'm going to be honest. I'm probably a lot more financially stable than a lot of y'all in the chat. And nigga, I don't want to spend that money. Why do you want to spend that? Oh, man. I said it. This is the worst part about it, man. Yeah, stop settling. The worst part about it, if there's a game that can get away with it, it is GTA, because that audience can't expect class consciousness. I think it'll be worth it. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Down here, humans don't belong.
But we would have bought other games at that price. What game are you buying for $100 right now? What base game costs $100? There's no game that costs that much. What are you talking about? $100 for a digital game y'all don't own. Y'all losing the plot. I got a conspiracy theory that all those rumors have been seeing online are paid niggas testing reactions and we're about to be cooked. I agree, Cammy. I believe they're putting those rumors out into space to check the temperature. Instead of dropping the bomb and just doing $100 and then getting bad feedback, they're just putting it in the air through some articles and rumors, seeing if they can fuck you or not. And they said, oh, you don't think it's that bad? Oh, we gonna do it then. Kind of like when Drake was leaking his own tracks to get feedback and then re-releasing it. You remember that part, Kemi? I feel like people forget that part of the battle when that nigga was leaking his own tracks and shit. You guys like this? No, we don't. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. I got responsibilities. I can't spend $100 on a game. I ain't gonna hold you. If base games become $100, I won't be, even as a creator, I won't be able to buy every fucking game. I'm gonna be right there with you, bruh. I don't get every game for free. I still pay for most of my games. Man. I don't know why people want to pay more for shit. Make them fight for your dollar.
Left the city, it's a one-way ticket. But they go for a reason. This evolution of the machines was not random. There's something vast behind it.
The messed up part is when you charge $100, you will only need to sell so many copies to make profit. They know it. Yep.
And it's coming for everyone.
We ain't forget the fake daughter part.
Not just
we didn't.
Machines.
We didn't forget the fake woman beating part either. Them niggas was both lying. Them niggas was both just saying shit.
But soon they will.
Yeah, what's the fucking gameplay? The world looks interesting, but there was no gameplay. What's your thoughts on Crimson Desert? It is a game that I am willing to play if there's nothing else interesting. It looks like a solid 8 so far from what I've seen, but like it's not like high on my list. There's too many bangers coming out in 2026, man. I don't think anyone wants to pay. I just understand. Yeah. I get it. Like it's and that's what I'm saying. Like, if there's a game that can bank on people's FOMO, it'll be GTA. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where I'm saying is we as adults need to use some type of restraint. There's no game worth $100, and they'll try to guilt trip you into that shit by saying, oh, it costs us billions of dollars to produce. Friendly reminder, guys, that was their choice to spend that money. That was their choice to spend. Nobody told you to spend all that money on that game development. I don't care. I'm not paying for that shit. And you have to put your foot down as a consumer, because the moment you do that, the price on everything is going to drop. And you know, the crazy part is you don't even have to wait that long. There's so much competition in gaming. If y'all start putting y'all foot down on shit, the price on stuff is going to fucking plummet. Black Ops 7 is a great example. Black Ops 7 is 50% off. That game has been out for 3 weeks. Backed by Microsoft and Activision, multi-billion-dollar company. Fortune 500. People ain't buying that shit. It's 50% off right now. If you don't like it, that price gonna drop. Trust me. Because at the end of the day, their goal is they have to sell something to you. So you got to decide when you want to get fucked. Shit, Raiders of the Black Veil. Yeah, the consumer controls the market. I just wish people would understand that shit. I like the art in this. This is like a MOBA. Look at the Saints Row reboot. I mean, look at any product that's failed. I feel like people understand this from a standpoint of things they don't like or things that they think are mid. Like, you'll see a game that you think looks just okay, maybe above average, like Star Wars Outlaws. You'd be like, I'll get it when the price drops. I see some value here, but I'm not paying $70. Y'all will do that for shit that's mid, but you won't do it for something that you're excited for. The rules still apply. Even if you're excited for it, newsflash, Rockstar doesn't know that. So if everybody just doesn't buy it when it's $100, guess what's going to happen in 2 weeks? Now it's $50. And that's what I'm saying. This is a human problem. At least in the United States, we have a really big consumer problem, just overindulgence on shit. This looks like a MOBA type game. Reminds me of Hearthstyle. Still waiting on a good drop for Expedition 33. I ain't gonna hold you, it's worth 50. But I mean, if you want to wait, that I think it's worth 50. It's actually worth 70, but you know, I respect it. At least he's still having that restraint. One was the worst. Why you think I didn't get that Switch 2? It's too expensive. Exactly. That's why I ain't buy a Switch 2 as well. This is my first time in my 35 years on Earth that I did not buy a console at launch. I just didn't see the value in the Switch 2. I'm like, I'm good, bro. But I always, and that's not to say I had every console at launch. But whenever there was a new console generation, I always had one of them. When the PS2 was there, I had it. I got the GameCube as well. My dad threw away my PS2, but when the 360 was there, I was there day one. And then I got a PS3 later down the line. But like, this is the first time I did not buy a fucking console at launch. Like, I was like, Outlaws was a great $20 cop. Stop the cap. Cap about what? Why would I lie about owning consoles? What? Bruh, Expedition 33 is still on Game Pass. Just because you was broke, nigga, doesn't mean I was. There we go with that projection. I had money when I was a kid. I used to work. I used to cut grass, rake leaves, snow. Like, I was the cute little kid that was hustling and shit. I used to flip Pokemon cards. I always had money, like, for a kid. So, yeah, I did. You was broke, nigga, not me. Google Stadia at launch. All right, hey, you got me. I give you that. Well, actually, I meant the consoles that matter. You know what the fuck I meant, but I'm gonna give you that. That's funny. I'll give you that. What about the Amazon Luna?
3, 2, 1.
That nigga's funny. The Ouya. Hey, funny enough, I did have the Ouya. I did have the Ouya though. Funny enough. This looks like SSX with a bad frame rate. Shout out to Senior with the sub. Yeah, I did a review on the Ouya. Y'all trying to be funny. That's why I always make Ouya jokes. That shit is ass. Expedition 33 is $35. Nice. Defying own gravity. I loved SSX. Is this doing anything for anybody? What's the temperature on this? I loved SSX. Yep. Welcome back, SSX Tricky. People were saying that. Soldier Concha.
This looks.
The Drake fan just timed me out for making fun of him for having an OVO in his name on Twitch. It's a girl. And second, I mean, was it necessary? I mean, you typing it, he said, there it is. Was it necessary? Like, was the comment necessary? Hayaku Island of Darkness.
Fun.
You're not going to win a war with the mod.
Uncover the island's darkest secret.
I'm not going to lie, despite, OVO jokes aside, I'm not going to lie. If I didn't know you and I see you in the chat and the first thing you say to me is your name's fucking dog shit, I'm probably going to time you out too. Like, it's more so like, this is what I mean. Like, some of y'all lack social awareness. It's just, what was the point of the comment? Just keep it to yourself. Like, if you thought it was funny, just laugh yourself. Mega Man?
Unlock powerful weapons and forge your destiny.
Just got a notification. Cooper Flag becomes the youngest player in NBA history to score 40 points in a game. It's because you kind of blew up on Reddit, so now you got a weirdo in here. Hey, somebody tweet that shit. I want to see the Reddit post later, because somebody mentioned that earlier. I didn't know that shit. I finally ended up on live stream Reddit, huh?
Hayaku, Island of Darkness.
He looks like Mega Man Battle Network, which also shows me I've been leaving a lot of content off of on the table. Because I've had multiple clips go viral on Twitter already. It's just about visibility. That means the content is good. Believe in yourself. The content is good. Just got to get it in the right place. Streamer has a take. I like how he refers to me as streamer. I have a fucking name. Nobody refers to ball and gun gamers. I'm gonna check that out. Later. That's funny. W streamer. Never heard of this black streamer. Has a take on ball and gun gamers. Magical Blush. Yeah, desktop streamer. The art's kind of fire. Careful, that subreddit is toxic. Oh, I don't care as long as they're watching. I don't care, bro. We can always ban people. We can put shit in sub mode. Like this, I'm not one of these streamers that's sensitive, bro. I will turn this. Y'all think I'm playing? I will click stop streaming right now if I fucking feel like it. I don't care. Ain't nobody bully me off the internet. I bully bullies. Yeah, we grown over here. That shit does not bother me. I talk a lot of shit. You think I can't handle a Reddit mod? Like, come on, bro. We are not taking nobody with mud butt seriously. Yeah, I deadass will cut this fucking shit. Y'all niggas have